There's more information coming out about the arson that took place on July 3rd in Gilbert that burned a barn to the ground. And I think it's important for a broader community discussion. Here is what we know at this point. There were 10 children inside this barn that is not really a barn, but like a casita. So it's a separate structure from the house where kids were hanging out. The owner of the home has daughters, I think 15-year-old daughters, and the daughters have been having problems with some boys at school and had blocked them on social media. Some of the other 10 that were in the barn had not blocked these other boys on social media. So they saw on Snapchat when the boys that threw the fireworks entered the same property that they were on. So they were aware that these boys that they were having conflict with showed up at the property. Then the boys who threw the fireworks, there were 6 of them together, and 2 of them threw fireworks into the barn, which burned it to the ground. Luckily, all 10 of these children got out. I've been contacted by other parents who are in my DMs who know who these boys are, who have said that they are mischievous and engaged in this type of behavior, egging cars. Somebody else told me that they had these same boys throw things at their house. So these kiddos are getting into trouble. There is nothing that says that these boys are connected to the Gilbert Goons, but let's talk about that. The Gilbert Goons formed organically. There wasn't some existing group of gangs that was out recruiting these boys and they got sucked in through all of the ways that boys and girls can get sucked into gangs. That's not what happened. It formed organically because of the conditions that exist currently in our culture. Currently in our culture, things are not going so well for teens. I just finished reading Jonathan Haidt's book, The Anxious Generation, and our teens are not in great shape at all. People want to blame parents, which is understandable, but we also know that parents become less and less important and less influential to teens when they are teens, and their peers and even other adults in their life become more and more influential. So we really can and should be talking about, as a community, understanding what's going on in our culture and how we might be able to intervene. For me, we're all in this together. So in the next video, I will talk about some of the ways that my kids' school has really supported me in helping to raise my boys that are now 19 and 17.